Don't forget to get your copy of the Doctor of Disasters book, Emergency Incident Management Systems, at Amazon.com. This book is the go-to on managing disasters and on the Instant Command System. Hello everyone, I'm the Doctor of Disaster, Mark Warnick. I have a doctoral degree in public safety, and I'm considered a subject matter expert on public safety by not one, but 2 universities. Let's get into what I recommend. I suggest as soon as possible that you start stockpiling enough for 6 weeks. Begin purchasing items that will help you to stay at home for 6 weeks if it's needed. I say 6 weeks, 4 to 6 weeks. Things you're going to want to consider. And a lot of people won't think about this because we're so used to being able to go to the store and just pick it up. So let's talk about extra toilet paper. If you're ill, I'm sorry, you're going to be going to the bathroom a lot, in most cases. And you're going to need something to blow your nose with, to cough into. Toilet paper works. Ladies, let's not forget sanitary supplies. You're going to need those if Mother Nature calls. Should have 4 to 6 weeks of food. More if you can. Nothing wrong with having more. You should have a thermometer. You should have disinfectants. Remember that list? Yeah. How about this? How about some disinfectant toilet cleaner? Let's kill that virus. Our standard EMS line is if it's wet or sticky, cover it. So we need good gloves. We need masks. How many masks? Let me do some chewing here. I'm quite upset with people that are causing us to have a shortage of masks. There are people that went out and bought every mask they could find, and the manufacturers can't keep up with the demand. So what happens now? Fortunately, government entities will get the first choice if a pandemic starts. So the people that are infected will be covered. Now, how many masks do you really need? If you can get a hold of them, I'd say 10 to 20. No more. You only need that mask if you need to go out in a pandemic or some kind of flu-ridden environment, coronavirus environment even. So 10 to 20, you use it for the day. When you get home, you throw it away. I'd spray it with some bleach, 10% bleach solution, in a plastic garbage bag while wearing rubber gloves, and tie the sack up so that whatever's in there cannot get out. Don't take away medical supplies from those that are trying to stop it. When it comes to masks, let me touch on something there. Unless you've been fitted for a mask, I would not recommend the hard masks, the ones that are made by MSA and stuff like that. It looks like a gas mask. I don't suggest those unless you've been fitted, because if you aren't properly fitted, it leaves open spaces where viruses can get in. So let's look at paper towels. Make sure you have plenty of paper towels. Buy a big bag of them or two. Won't hurt. You'll use them. Make sure you have good plastic bags. When I say good plastic bags, what I'm worried about is that they aren't the cheap ones that rip and tear easy. Might look at disinfectant wipes. Probably want to make sure you get a blood pressure cup or an automatic blood pressure reader. That's kind of important. My suggestion is face shield. You know, the face shields that they use when they're grinding stuff. Safety glasses, sunglasses. Make sure they cover the side. That's really important. Make sure you have some nitrile gloves. I say nitrile, any kind of medical gloves. Don't buy the cheap plastic food server gloves because they won't stand up all day long. You'll have to continually switch them out. You also need spray bottles. You also need Clorox bleach, unscented. Now I say Clorox bleach because Clorox has proven itself over the years. Some of the off-brands don't have enough bleach in them to kill coronavirus, or any virus for that matter. So going on with my list, I would like to suggest some over-the-counter items. Fever reducers, imperative. Things such as acetaminophen or ibuprofen for adults, liquid or chewables for the children. Hydration is needed, so don't forget electrolytes or electrolyte solutions. I personally like powdered electrolytes because with the other electrolytes, the liquid, when you open them up, a lot of times they'll go bad before you can drink it all. But I'm not ruling it out. I just find there's less waste. Hand sanitizer and soap. Make sure the hand sanitizer has at least 60% alcohol in it. You might also need stuff to prevent nausea. So let's talk about getting some pretzels, some saltine crackers. You might consider something with no salt, like the salt-free saltines or crackers. You can look at pretzels, which can help settle the stomach, ginger or ginger ale, Coca-Cola or cola syrup. Now, let's talk about our pets. Once again, let's remember that our pets may be able to get the coronavirus from us and vice versa. So for the pets, we need to pick up extra pet supplies, foods, and medicines that your pet may need. Let's plan for 4 to 6 weeks. Parents, you'll want to remember to get indoor activities to keep children busy, and you'll want to get toys, whatever, board games, maybe videos. We'll need to keep them entertained if school is canceled for a while. Other things I think you should do is get extra batteries. While it's not probable, it is possible that people will get sick and be unable to go to the power plant, and there may be intermittent interruptions, or maybe a storm takes down one of the towers and cuts out electricity for an area. So just typical preparedness stuff. Also, make sure you've got extra cash on hand, if at all possible. It will do no one any good if it's sitting in your bank rather than in your pocket when you need it. You'll need Once again, typical stuff that we suggest in emergency management. You'll need copies of all passports, licenses, birth certificates. Make sure you've got that. The other thing is to have tools that you may need. A lot of people rely on a Swiss Army knife. It has a lot of the tools you need, but wouldn't hurt to have one, or, all the separate tools such as screwdrivers and scissors and whatever. And because I'm a country boy, plenty of duct tape. Never know. So, let's talk about some mitigation measures. Make sure to like and subscribe to the Doctor of Disaster. Hit that button over there. Stay tuned for the next episode of the Doctor of Disaster. The Doctor of Disaster is a wholly owned subsidiary of Warnick & Associates Incorporated.